Welcome to a new series on my channel where I give out a new list of everything possibly related to motor vehicles. In this first episode, let's start off with a huge bang. We will be looking at the 12 most expensive supercars in the world. Let's take a look at the cheapest car of the bunch, the Porsche 918 Spyder. With a very affordable price tag of just $1 million, this 887 brake horsepower machine is perhaps the fastest road-going track car out of the entire lot. Being able to crack the 7-minute barrier at the Nürburgring, Porsche seems to always have a secret formula to achieve more with less power. The Porsche 918, however, is filled with electronics and technology that none of its competitors offer, and it's a hypercar that provides an important blueprint for other manufacturers. The McLaren P1. Priced at $1.1 million, this hypercar produces a staggering 903 brake horsepower with a claimed top speed of 217 miles per hour. Although that may not sound too spectacular, it's the P1's advanced technology of harmonizing both its 3.8 litre twin-turbo V8 petrol engine and its electric motor, giving the car a split personality, one being as green and gentle as a Toyota Prius, and the other by being as rough and loud on the tarmac. The Hennessey Venom GT. Based from England, manufactured in America and assembled back in England, it's no wonder the Venom GT had to be the fastest vehicle in the world, travelling back and forth so many times. No, but seriously, this is currently the fastest production car in the world, with a 0 to 60 time of under 2 seconds and a top speed of 280 miles per hour. This is achieved by immense carbon fibre bodywork that allows the Venom GT to weigh as much as a current Honda Civic, and combine that with a 7 litre V8 twin-turbo engine, it's a recipe for pure speed. Zenvo ST1. Worth at $1.2 million, the most memorable footage of the ST1 was when it exploded into a fireball in an episode of Top Gear. Whether that is something worth considering is irrelevant, because like most, including myself, we can only dream of owning this car. With its 6.8 litre V8 engine, including both a turbo and supercharger, this equates to a mathematical equation of 1004 brake horsepower. The small Danish company only built 15 of these ST1s, so if you ever see one on the streets, take as many photos as you can, because it will be near impossible to see another ST1 again. The Ferrari. Well, the LaFerrari. Costing at $1.3 million, this is the fastest production car Ferrari has ever built, and because it's a hybrid, it's fuel efficient by 40%. Behind the bonnet holds a tuned version of the Ferrari F12's engine, and to provide more power and less fuel is a small electrical unit which helps increase the power of the LaFerrari to a solid 950 brake horsepower. Styled like a fighter jet, the cockpit of the LaFerrari is custom built to suit the size and build of the owner. The Pagani Huayra. Priced just slightly above the LaFerrari, this Italian monster is named after the god of wind. With numerous distinctive features on its bodywork, the Huayra is highly exclusive, only built by order. Combining both luxury and ultra performance, this machine is powered by AMG's 6 litre twin-turbo V12. This 720 brake horsepower animal can push to a top speed of 230 miles per hour. For a small Italian company, they sure can rival with the best of them. The Aston Martin 177. With a price tag of $1.8 million, this Aston Martin stays true to its name. Perfection and power in one, and a limited production of just 77. With a power rating of 750 brake horsepower achieved by a 7.3 litre V12 engine, this car doesn't strive for the fastest lap around any track, but rather a combination of aesthetics, luxury and performance. Koenigsegg One 2.1. Costing at $2 million, it is the first production car to ever produce 1 megawatt of power, which in imperial terms 1,340 brake horsepower, and weighing only 1,340 kilograms. That is how the name 1-to-1 came about. This car could very well be the fastest accelerating car that money can buy, going from 0 to 250 miles per hour in under 20 seconds. No other hypercar can hold a candle to the 1-to-1's raw performance. Ferrari F60 America. Celebrating 60 years of Ferrari being in America, this F60 is the most powerful roadster Ferrari has ever built. Using the blueprint of the also famous Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, there are only 10 of these ever made. And to honor Ferrari's North American racing team, instead of painting the F60 in Ferrari's flagship racing red, instead the car is covered in Bad Boy Sports blue and white paint. With 740 brake horsepower to play with, this car can launch from 0 to 60 in just 3.1 seconds and go on to a top speed of over 200 miles per hour. That's insane for a roadster. Bugatti Veyron Mansory Vivre. At $3.4 million, the Veyron Mansory was built to commemorate the two-time winner of the Targa Florio. Essentially a Grand Sport Vitesse roadster, inside still holds Bugatti's signature W16 engine, with quad turbos producing an insane 1200 brake horsepower. But the importance of the Mansory is the aesthetics, with carbon fiber and aluminium body parts painted in either French racing blue or left untouched. This was also a work of art. Lykan Hypersport. This Lebanese-based hyper machine is instantly recognizable thanks to multiple scenes from Furious 7. The most famous scene is where the Lykan actually jumps from one skyscraper to another, seemingly flying through the air. With diamonds, jewels and other rare forms of metal used to build this car, there is a reason why only 7 were ever made. It even comes with a holographic display inside the cockpit. With a top speed of over 240 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 2.8 seconds, it certainly justifies its price tag of $3.4 million. And lastly, the most expensive supercar is the Lamborghini Veneno. Only 3 units of this model was ever produced, and with a price tag of $4 million, it is easy to see why it was sold so quickly. Based on the Aventador, the Veneno was built to celebrate 50 years of history and car manufacturing at Lamborghini. Although it may not be the most beautiful car, it certainly is the coolest. It almost makes the Batmobile look sane. However, don't think the Veneno is all show, because inside holds a naturally aspirated V12 engine slapping the face of all turboed engines, hammering 750 brake horsepower, which can then accelerate the car from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. Unfortunately, we can never own one. Finally, we have come to an end of my first new series of 12 most expensive supercars. If there is one supercar you could have in the world, what would it be? Put it in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of this new series, make sure to subscribe.